Hello and welcome to this short video which aims to introduce you how to make the best use of your scientific calculator. I suggest that you get a scientific calculator with a natural display, because then when you write things into the calculator it will look natural. It will look like you are writing it onto a piece of paper. So first of all, how do we turn the calculator on? Well, most calculators have got an on button, so I'm just going to turn it on like that. Now we got the calculator on, and as you can see, the cursor is flashing. If you wanted to turn the calculator off, there is not an obvious off button. To turn it off, we need to use a combination of letters. If you look at the AC button here, on top of it, off is written in yellow. Also, if you look around your calculator, every button has something printed on top of it. Some of them have got two in different colors. So anything that is in yellow on top of a button, you can always call on that function using the shift button. So off is in yellow, therefore I need to press shift and then the AC button, and the calculator is off. Okay, turn it back on again. That goes for any yellow functions, which some of them we'll go into in more details in a minute. Now, once your calculator is on and you want to navigate around the screen, let's say that you made a mistake, which I'm also going to demonstrate later on. These are important buttons because these can tell you to navigate around the screen. There is one more important button that you should be aware of, and that is this one. That button is changing your number values between fractions and decimals. Let's demonstrate it. Let's say I wanted to calculate what is 8 divided by 5. Very simple calculation. I hit equal, and that gives me the fraction answer, because fractions are always more exact answers than decimals. But let's say that you are doing a business problem and you want to know the price. Well, 8/5 is not really a price, so we need to give our answer as a decimal number. So it's important that you press this button, and then now it gives you that the price is £1.60. Let's look at some of the important features. Clear the screen with the AC button. Let's look at, for example, how we can use fractions. This button here is the fraction button. So if I press this, I can type in fractions directly. Let's say you wanted to calculate 5/8 as a fraction. So you can press the fraction button, put 5 at the top, use the arrows to come down and put 8 in there. Then you can hit equal. Now you've got the fraction on your screen, but if you wanted the decimal equivalent, remember to press the SD button. So 5/8 is equal to 0.625. Let's see if we wanted to do a different fraction. Let's say I wanted to do 15/9. So press the fraction button, put 15 into the top, come down and put 9 at the bottom. Equal. What happened now? You can see that this is equal to 5/3. So the calculator automatically calculates the lowest fraction, the simplest form of the fraction. And again, if I wanted to know the decimal equivalent, I just press the SD button. And it's 1.666 to infinity. So if I wanted to round it to 2 decimal places, I just write 1.67. And this is why mathematicians prefer the fraction form, which you again can get back pressing the SD button again, because that is an exact number. With the decimal answer for these types of fractions, we would need to round at some point, and then we would introduce rounding errors. Now, fractions so far have been quite boring, because we just needed to press a couple of buttons and we just found the decimal equivalent. But you can use them for longer, more complicated calculations. For example, if I needed to calculate 3,500 472 minus 2109 over 405. If you were using an ordinary calculator, not a scientific calculator, what you would need to do, you would need to do the subtraction first and then find the answer for that and then do the division. Because ordinary calculators don't know BODMAS. Ordinary calculators follow a linear order of carrying out the calculations, while the scientific calculator knows BODMAS. Therefore, if you give it a sequence of instructions, it will be able to determine if it should do the subtraction first or the division. So let's see how it works. This is a fraction, so I need to press the fraction button first. And then into the top of the fraction, I can type in the subtraction. So 3,572 take away 2,109. And now I need to come down to the denominator and type in 405. And voila, the answer is calculated. Now again, 1463 over 405 gives you the exact fractional answer, but probably in this case we would prefer the decimal. So let's look at what the decimal is, and this is 3.612 to 3 decimal places.